got a fun guest here we want to highlight, and this is really, really cool. You can check out Abraham Lincoln, Attorney at Law. This is an intimate and intriguing performance. It's a one-man performance. And keep an eye out for this gentleman because he's got the part down, I'll tell you.
He really does. And here to tell us all about it is the man playing Abraham Lincoln himself, Forrest Leffler. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So
Happy
Forrest,
to be here.
let's just say right off the bat here, this is pre-Civil War Lincoln. This is Abraham Lincoln, the attorney, the young Lincoln that you're portraying here.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. This is part of the Kentucky Humanities Chautauqua series.
Yes.
So you get the call and you go out and you help inform people about who Abraham Lincoln was, because we've got a good idea of who he was Civil War, but that young Abraham Lincoln, that's what's really exciting to learn more about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think one of the nice things about this piece and this perspective of him is it shows you, I mean, what a human person he was. It's really easy to forget that and just think of, you know, President Abraham Lincoln on the penny, but he had so many human characteristics and flaws and problems and growth as he developed as a person, learning who not only he was, but also what was right and what needed to be done and how he could best help and be the best leader and person that he could be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And why is it so important to study Lincoln today for all ages of folks?
I think because it helps to ground history. It helps to humanize all of that. I know for me, it's very easy to see things that happened in the past, like the long ago past of the 1860s or whenever, anything that I wasn't alive for, as it's this mystical thing that maybe kind of happened, maybe didn't. But if you look, we have documents that Lincoln wrote. We have speeches that he said and papers and opinions of what was actually happening then. I think that actually looking at the past and the historical, all of the historical pieces that we have from it, you can put together a real picture that kind of grounds it and nails down, well, this happened. This actually happened, and this is what people were thinking at the time, and these are the responses to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, you've got the height, so we've got that going. I'm curious, though, how did you find Lincoln, or how did Lincoln find you? What brought you to the role here?
So my friend Bo List has worked with Kentucky Chautauqua for a while. He's written the Henry Clay piece as well as the Daniel Boone piece and several others. And he was speaking with them and they said, I wish we had a Lincoln. And he said, I know a tall actor. and so he approached me about it and it sounded really interesting. And so he wrote the piece. We worked on it for about 9 months, I think, for several months last year. And then auditioned, and now it's part of their program.
That's really cool.
What are some of the significant events of Lincoln's life pre-Civil War, would you say were
Maybe
so
things
important?
that are in your one-man show.
Yeah.
Sure. I think one of the big things that is overlooked is getting married to Mary Todd. She had such an impact on him and was such a, not in a Machiavellian or ladder climbing way, but she was such a aid to him in getting into places that he would never have had access to on his own, because he was born to very poor beginnings in the backwoods of Kentucky, and he did a lot to progress himself. And knowing and marrying and being related to Mary Todd was a huge thing of helping him get a foot into other circles and giving him access.
Very dialed into society.
A very
time,
active first lady, too.
Yes, very.
Quite the firecracker, as they said.
Yes.
Well, this is very cool. In Kentucky Humanities, awesome that they bring the Chautauqua series. Can you, for folks that aren't familiar, can you give us just a quick primer on what that series looks like and what folks should keep an eye out for?
Absolutely. So it's a series that has programs. There are one-person presentations that are designed to help bring history and historical figures to I don't know, accurately to other people. So it's available for community groups or schools. They're largely designed, again, to be approachable and enjoyable by all sorts of audiences.
That's
Wonderful.
awesome. Well, we appreciate what you're doing for us, bringing history to life.
That's right.
And we'll keep an
It's so
eye out
much
for
fun.
you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much
all.
for being
Thank you
here.
for having me.
And good luck with that presidency upcoming.
Yeah.